And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see Toronto as they play against Seattle. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. And it's Hinson in at the 2. And for Toronto, here we are, Greg, looking at early returns from these teams. It's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first few games of the season quickly tell you what you're good at. And they tell you also what you need to work on.
And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Here's Spencer. Pass to Tyson. Drills it from outside. Tyson's got the first points up on the board for Toronto.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Inside, here's Hinson. And that one is hammered home.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far. Pass to Tyson. And Tatum launches it from deep. Seattle grabs the miss. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles can be a lot of fun.
Oh, no question. Because these teams only play twice a year, this game will mean a lot more to them.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Tatum. Last time out he had 44 points. And he's good on the three ball.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And what I love about marketing, he takes care of the basketball. And that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense. And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Diaw inside. Over Bickerstaff, and it's Seattle with another.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. And another basket for Toronto.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And there's the pass to Diaw. Clock at 6. No good on the three. In Toronto, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Spencer. Good. It's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Here's Spencer. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got his second bucket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Diaw. They need this from beyond the arc and then some. He's got 6.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And those are the games you need as a squad. Proving to yourself you can go win in a hostile environment.
This break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season.
Well, the commitment they brought to the boards is evident in those numbers. Rebounding's never a glamour stat, but it wins you games.
Here's Tyson. The shot, no good. For Seattle, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Pass to Diawara. Count it.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. Now, I asked Coach about the defensive game plan tonight, and he said preventing easy buckets around the rim, and that starts with John Collins. He's a great interior scorer, especially when he gets ahead of steam, so we have to limit those opportunities. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Bangs home the trifecta. Spencer's got 6.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Diaw, and it's Seattle with another.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Pass to Spencer. And again, Toronto with the triple.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And he dunks it down. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Kicks to Diaw. Seattle needs to get off a shot. Diawara with the bucket. Diawara's got his second basket.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
And it's Seattle with the ball, trailing by 2.
To go back and forth the entire way.
Spencer, the pass to Tatum. Here's Bickerstaff. It's hauled in by Diaz. And it's Seattle with the ball. The quick look, no good that time. Here's Bickerstaff. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. And Toronto leads by 1.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Diaz can't hit. Bickerstaff. He's guarded by Diaz. Pass to Tyson. Here's Spencer, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
First one falls for him. And Toronto making a change here. Guys checked in. Hill, he's checked in for Seattle. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Down low.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Pass to Diawara. Poke loose. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him. And the first time out of the game called for Seattle.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
For Hill, he had a strong showing last season. Averaged 8 points a game, 7 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, and a lot of that isn't coachable. He just has those defensive instincts that help him get ahead of shooters. And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
A nice shot by Spencer.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Here's Weatherspoon. We saw him with 29 points last game. Out to the right wing. Diaw. It's good. Diaw's got 8 points.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Passes it to Spencer. He lobs it up. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
A nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. The pass to Diawara. Over Tatum, and it's Seattle with another. Diawara's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Pass to Guy. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That is not possible. What we just is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Pass to Diawara. Here's Weatherspoon for 3, and another 3 for Seattle.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Dwayne for 3. Coming onto the floor for Seattle, Tarlis.
Outside Tatum. Here's Guy. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Right wing. Here's Weatherspoon, drilled from 11 feet out. Weatherspoon's got his second bucket of the game to go. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
And he makes that one. And Toronto leads by 1.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
And another 3 for Seattle.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. And Toronto making a change here. Dave's checked in. Here's Hill. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Passes it to Diaw, and he lobs it up toward the rim, and stolen by Bay. Here's Spencer. He's guarded by Hill. The pass to Bay. Sinks the triple.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Hill, no good. Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession. Goes up off the inbound. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Weatherspoon's got his 3rd basket of the night. Oh, that's blocked. Guy, good. Diaw with it from deep three-point territory. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Toronto ahead. They're up by 1.
The Seattle team.
After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
We've got Tatum, and it's Bay in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Hill deciding where to go with it. Pass to Weatherspoon. 6 on the shot clock. Diaw inside the three-point line. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto on Here's Diawara. 3 seconds left, and the shot is good. Diawara's got 8 points. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
He's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. John Collins was the force in his first few years, Stan, but hasn't seemed to match that level of success since that time. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think there's a few reasons, Kevin. Number one, I just think it's a lot about opportunity, and he went from being the number 2 guy on a team to being the 3rd, 4th, even at times 5th guy on the floor, so he's not getting as much opportunity. He doesn't have as much opportunity to play some of his minutes as a center now, and that was always where he could get a quickness advantage. So even where he is now, though, this guy is a very good player and has gotten to the point he's underrated.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Pass to Guy. And another basket for Toronto. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now, here's Diaz. He's got 8. Hits it from 3-point range. 6 points for him.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. For 3, Hill. And again, Seattle with the triple.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Tatum kicks to Bay. And the dunk by Tatum.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Passes to Diawara. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Toronto calls timeout.
There you go, fans. That was your Toronto answer.
Toronto working the ball around now. Outside Tatum. Launches it. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Back to Diaw. Left side, Tatum. Trying to find Bay. Gets it to him.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run.
Who has the momentum now?
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Now the pass to Diawara. Here's Hinson, guarded by Tatum. 5 on the clock. A little shot fake there, got the D out of position. Hinson's got 7 points in the game.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Tyson with the bucket.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Diawara, coming off 31 points last game. Good, and it's Diaw with the assist that time. Diaw's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Tyson. He's guarded by Hill. Tyson with the bucket. Tyson's got 5 points in the quarter. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And the basket by Hill.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his 3rd of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
Here's Tyson. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Bickerstaff. It's hauled in by Diaw. For Seattle, they've gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. Tarolas. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter. 3rd of the game so far.
Toronto calls timeout. And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience? And a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team.
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams.
You know, they made that a point of emphasis a season ago. I mean, they spent a lot of time in practice drilling their free throws, and I think it really paid off with the best percentage in the league.
Tyson with the bucket.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Diawara. Another shot, and he banks in the layup. Diawara's got the lead up to 5 now for Seattle.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Bickerstaff, he's guarded by Diaw. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. To the wing on the left. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Hinson's shot is off.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
And it's Seattle with the ball after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Pass to Diaw. 6 to shoot. The tray. Toronto grabs the miss. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Diaw. Seattle leading by 3. And, Coach, you watch Markkanen. He's a perfect fit for today's NBA, isn't he?
Yeah, a big guy who can shoot the ball, Kevin. And, look, he's learned to put the ball on the floor, go to the basket. He's a lot stronger than people give him credit for. This guy can really play the game.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Toronto.
In a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Seattle.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
The first one falls, and Toronto making a change here. Spencer's checked in, and Seattle making a change here. And so Tatum nails them both. Here's Hinson. Last time, 14 points for him. To the paint. Got a piece of it.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Passes it to Tatum. Over Diawara. And he gets it back. And the basket by Tatum. Tatum's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
The pass to Diawara. Here's Hinson. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Hinson's got 9. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Here's Spencer. 15 points in the game. Buries it from three-point range.
Great use of the bounce pass there. You gotta love that.
Seattle calls timeout. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. That's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. He dishes it to Tatum. Here's Tyson. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tyson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Toronto. Pass to Diaw. Just 5 on the clock. For the three, that's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Toronto shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Here's Hinson. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Diaw.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Releases. And it's Seattle with another.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Spencer. 15 points in the game. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Here's Hinson. And it's Seattle with another. 1:25 left in the first half. Kicks it to Tatum. Passes it to Spencer. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Second personal foul, second team foul.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
There's the pass to Diaw. .102 left to play here in the second quarter. And it's slammed in by Diaw.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
Yeah, once he gets the ball in that spot, help has to be very quick to rotate over.
Here's Tatum. That's good from 17 feet away. Tatum's got 19 points.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Pass to Hinson. And it's Seattle with another.
Well, this could be one of those nights where there's just nothing you can do to slow him down.
Spencer, the pass to Tatum. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Spencer, who's got 19. Off with the layup.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
89, the Seattle team. 89. Fans, please give a big round of applause.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Well, for Toronto, Kenny, how'd you see it?
It's great to see a team going inside, challenging the defense in the paint. You don't see that mentality as often in today's game. so much of this perimeter. Guys want to stay on the outside. They don't want to get sweat equity.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. Second chance points really added up there. Fighting through box out, battling for position, they own the offensive glass.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. On the court for Seattle. And it's Weatherspoon in at the 5, down low. Guarded by Tatum. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Here's Spencer. Toronto working the ball around now. There's the lob to the hoop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
And so here's Toronto. Seattle able to drain the three. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Tyson. And again, Toronto with the triple.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally insane.
Pass to Henson. And again, Seattle with the triple.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Spencer, the pass to Tatum. Over Diawara. Tatum, that's good. Tatum's got 23.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. Pass to Tyson. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Nice shot by Spencer.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Henson, the pass to Weatherspoon. Here's Henson. Good on the three-point shot. Henson's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Bickerstaff, that's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Passes to Diawara. Over Tatum. Diawara can't hit.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to get a little more space out there to operate, and that helps him find the room he needs.
Seattle calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second-chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Spencer. He's got 24. Three-pointer. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Oh, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
The pass to Weatherspoon. Puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He's got 22.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Seattle trails by 4. From deep three-point land. And that is no good. Now shooting 8 for 12 from the floor. Pass to Spencer. Diawara with the rebound. Diawara's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Dishes to Diaw. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game. Toronto, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. A nice shot by Spencer. Spencer's got 7 points here in this quarter. For Seattle, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Pass to Hinson. Throws it up high. And that one's good. Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon's got 9 points.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Tatum on the wing. To the inside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Pass to Diawara. A fader. And another basket for Seattle.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
A rebound by Weatherspoon. And Seattle shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And Seattle leads by 2.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
For 3, Diaw, good on the triple.
3 points.
Diaw's got the lead up to 5 now for Seattle.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, hammers the alley-oop through.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Here's Weatherspoon. 9 points in the game so far. To the middle. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pass to Tyson. The 3 from Tatum. Knocks down the 3 ball. Tatum's got the game tied up here for Toronto.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Seattle calls timeout.
Well, it's a player's league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Seattle. Here's Hill. He's got 12. Now the pass to Diop. And here is Hill. Back to Diop. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Ball is turned
That's
over.
out of bounds.
The ball
Seattle
goes to
retains
Seattle.
possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Off the inbound pass, and it's slammed in by Diop.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And again, Toronto with the triple. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Pass to Diawara. It's back to Hill. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They lead by 1.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Here's Hinson. 21 points in the game. It's back to Hill. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
After bursting onto the scene as a rookie, Coach Van Gundy, expectations certainly increased for Walker Kessler.
Yeah, and Kevin, I think he's handled those expectations well. He knows who he is. He's first and foremost a defensive rim protector and a rebounder. He's a rim runner on offense. He's a pick-and-roll guy, and he knows that he's got to continue to grow in the other areas.
Now here's Tatum. He has 29, and the three ball is good. Now it's a 7-point Toronto lead.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Hill passes to Hinson. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists tonight.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Seattle trails by 6. Here's Hinson. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Toronto with the ball.
2 minutes remaining.
They're on an 18-7 run. A pass to Bay. And Seattle shooting an impressive 61% from the field in this third quarter. Hill passes to Diawara. Now here is Hill. He's tightly guarded, and the shot goes in. Diawara's got 28 points for the game.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
1:25 left in the third. Often passes to Guy. Drains it from beyond the arc. Guy's got the lead up to 9 now for Toronto.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. And Seattle making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Weatherspoon, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Lofton. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Lofton's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Toronto. Hinson, the pass to Hill. .35 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 5. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Hill's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Nailed from three-point land. And Toronto leads by 10.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contest.
Seattle shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor. Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Here's Guy. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And so it's Toronto with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Right back after this break. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So it's Toronto now. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. We've got Tatum, and it's Bay in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Toronto working the ball around now. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 6. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for Seattle. It's a 13-point game. It's a hand on it.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
Jacks up a 3, and again, Toronto with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Floats it up for Hill.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Toronto leading by 12. Often passes to Guy. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
He sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. Passes it to Diawara. Dombrovskis, guarded by Tatum. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Fires from way outside. Seattle grabs the miss. Here's Weatherspoon. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Driving to, and it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Pass to Lofton. Hits the three-point bomb. Lofton's got 11 in the second half.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Connects from three-point range. And Toronto leads by 16.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy. Well, it's only his second three of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Toronto calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just one or two major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Checked in, and Seattle also making a change. Diaz checked in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort, and we'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Kicks it to Tatum to the left side wing. Here's Kaysen. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot. Seattle trails by 12. Dombrovskis. Toronto grabs the miss. At one point, they led by 16. Spencer, the pass to Tatum. Here's Spencer. The pass to God. Clock at 4. Tatum down low. Diaz there. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
It's back to Hill. Takes the three. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Kaysen. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 22.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Back to Diaw. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Here's Diawara. It's good. The assist that time from Diaw.
3 points.
Diaw's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Spencer, the pass to Tatum. Here's Kaysen. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Diawara. And another three for Seattle.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Down low. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Diawara's got 43 points.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Tatum passes to Guy. Out to the wing. Inside. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
The lead now cut to single digits. And that's now 27 points for Hill.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Let's go. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Toronto leading by 9. To the paint. Banked in off the glass. Guy's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Diawara can't hit.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Here's Spencer. It's hauled in by Diaw. Diaw's got 6 rebounds in the game. Diawara with the bucket.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
To the inside, Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Dombrovskis. They grabbed their own miss.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Spencer, the pass to Tatum. To the middle. A nice shot by Spencer. Spencer's got 30 points.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Dombrovskis, and he swishes it right through.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Toronto calls timeout. The New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Toronto leading by 8. Pass to Tatum. to the paint, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Fires the three, and again, Toronto with the triple.
He is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
And the rejection by Tatum. He lobs it up.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Takes it inside.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Passes it to Spencer. And again, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Pass to Weatherspoon. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Toronto.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
That one goes. Count it. And Toronto leads by 16.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
The assist, Weatherspoon.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Lets it go from deep. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so Toronto takes this, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.